Alright guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at SUPERAntiSpyware. And before we actually get into the review, I just want to say it's been a while since I put a review out. Reason being is because I've been a little under the weather lately, kind of getting over a cold here, and yeah, so I didn't think you'd want to listen to me sniffle and cough and stuff, all that kind of stuff. So kind of put the reviews on the back burner a little bit. Plus work's been pretty hectic as usual. It is summer here in the United States, so and my job is dependent on weather usually. Alright, so getting into the program here, SUPERAntiSpyware. This program has been very well known to IT professionals. A lot of people recommend that, when you have an infection in your computer or some sort of spyware, they say, or adware or something like that, they say, oh, use SUPERAntiSpyware, that'll get rid of it, So we're kind of going to test it out today. Put it through its courses and see how well it can do it. So alright, it's up to date. Let's go through the interface here quick. Looking at the interface, it's really nice. I do like it. At first I was a little skeptical. I kind of played around with it a little bit and thought, they're really good, but nope, I do like the interface. This is version 6 that we're testing. It's a brand new version, just released a couple, I don't actually know when it was released, but it says new on the website, so I assume it was released not too long ago, probably a couple weeks, if not a month ago. And looking at the website right here, the test I'm going to do is the normal test, I should say. I'm just going to throw what I usually throw at it, which is malware, which consists of viruses, worms, trojans, whatever may be in the malware pack. I don't really know. I just kind of download them and throw them and see how well the program can handle it. But according to their website here, it is supposed to be able to detect and remove spyware, adware, other types of malware, which is technically viruses, trojans, dialers, worms. You get the gist of it. So pretty much it is an all-around anti-malware solution, which is good to see. The program does cost $24.95 for the pro version. There is a free version available. I believe that version does not consist or does not have a real-time protection module in it. Basically, it's a glorified scanner. You can, however, I believe, remove malware. I've used it once or twice. I'm not a huge fan of SUPERAntiSpyware, but willing to give it a shot again here. Let's see how well it can do. Brand new version. So getting back to the interface, I know I'm kind of all over the place here right now. Let's go inside a little bit more, dig deeper. If we click on real-time protection, it gives us a nice little status window, I guess I would call it. Same thing with scheduled scanning as well as automatic updates. Very simple, very easy to understand. I like the setup of it. Click on scan computer. Once again, very nicely set up. You get scanner options right here, and I think I'm going to enable this high boost for the active scan, so it uses the multi-threaded cores, or the all my processing cores make the scan go faster. So actually I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, even though I usually run everything on default. But that's the one thing I'm going to change here just to make it run faster during the scan portion. If we click on advanced scan settings, you can see we get even more settings, which is really nice to see. Lots and lots of settings. I love that. But on the side here, on the right side, you can see we got nice big buttons for the novice user that are easy to understand. Tells you what shot, all the types of scans that are available, and what the scans will consist of. System tools. This is why a lot of IT professionals like this, and why I use it once in a while, such as repairs. There's a whole bunch of repairs that you can enact in the system, such as restoring home pages, stuff like that, even though that's pretty easy to do, but sometimes there's malware that kind of is a little finicky, and you got to kind of find the source of it first. But like enabling task manager, just little things that, instead of having to go and do like registry edits and stuff like that for certain objects in here, you can just click one button and it typically repairs it. You can submit malware. You go into preferences here, you get some more options. Advanced scan settings were just there. It's just another way to get to it. System investigator. Don't really know, what does that do? Sees what's running in your system. Okay, so it kind of just lets you dig deeper in your system and figure out what's making it possibly run slow, startups boot slowly, that kind of thing. Slow to response. If Internet Explorer is taking forever, your browser is taking forever, it kind of can dig deeper into that and give you some tips possibly on how to solve that. I think that's basically it. Installation of this program was very easy. Very nice and easy to install. I have to give it props on that. Let's take a look at what it is using. We got two processes here, and it looks like it's using, let's see here, 11, I believe it is. Yep. So about 11 meg. It's not too bad. It's actually really good for a real-time scanner right there. And it does not have a firewall to my knowledge. No, it doesn't have a. Yeah, no, it does not have a firewall. I didn't see any in the settings. Behavioral detections. Let me go back in here to let's see here. Real-time protection. I don't think it has. Well, it's got to have some sort of heuristics. Let's go into scan options here. Probably missing it. I can sometimes do that. I don't see things right away. Yeah, okay, scan inside zip folder. That's not it. I'm not seeing scan alternatives. No, I'm not really seeing any sort of heuristic analysis, detection. Yeah, unless I'm not seeing it, but I don't know if they have. Let me look at their website here quick again, and let me pull that back up and see if we got that. Okay. In the system. No, I'm not seeing anything advertised as it has some sort of behavioral detection at all. So I don't think it has a behavioral module anymore. I think it's strictly just a signature scanner. I find that really hard to believe though. But I'm probably missing it. I'm probably right in front of my face and I'm just like not seeing it. But nevertheless, we're just going to continue to test. I don't want to take up any more of your time. So let's go ahead and let me hide the safe processes here. Go ahead and close the interface out. Everything is enabled. Everything's a default except for the one setting you saw I changed. Let's open up Internet Explorer. Alright, we're ready to go. Start off with malware domain list today. They do have some malware actually. It's from the 3rd, but we're going to try these two right here just because it's been a while since I've used the malware domain list, and quite frankly I'm kind of curious to see how they do. I used to use malware domain list all the time, but they really went downhill over the years, but so many people were using it. I think that's partly the reason why. Okay, that one doesn't look like it's working, and this is the same IP. So wow, that went really well. Lasted a long time. Let's go to malcode again as usual. Malcode seems to have a little bit more in the way of adware, which is a lot more difficult for antiviruses to pick up on, but nevertheless it is malware. Not too serious of malware like I've always stated in the past, easily removable, but it's kind of good to see how the antivirus program will react, or anti-malware program I should say, will react to a piece of adware. So we're currently downloading this sample right now. Let me get a notepad file open here. I always forget to do that. Well, not always, but oops. I'll do 10 URLs today. Start out with that. See how well this works. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run this. Looks like this might be some sort of either false positive or adware. Sure, why not? Okay, so it's downloading something. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to kill this process because I don't want to take up any more of my bandwidth. So we're not going to count that really as number 1 just because of the fact that it looks like it's just a piece of adware. So this will be link number 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run this. And once again, this appears to be some sort of adware. I'm not looking really for adware here, and like I said, malcode really seems to be concentrating more on the adware. Okay, let's try this one here. And it looks like it might be, what's the URL on this? Okay, there's a .com website, okay. I was hoping to make this a quick video here. Not trying to spend too much time on this program, but It's already 10 minutes long. Cannot be verified. We're going to run it anyways. Okay, and SUPERAntiSpyware picked up on that one. So number 1 was blocked. It's awesome. That's really good. Let's hope we can keep that trend going, because it'd be nice if I could use SUPERAntiSpyware. Okay, that one we just did. That one just did. It looks like these are all the same, not similar. Let's go ahead. We'll just go to the next page here. Okay, let's try this one right here. Actually, this looks like it's this. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Hopefully it's not the same one. Yeah, it looks like it's some sort of the same variant. This is really not going over well here. See, now we're already down to the to malware that's older. Damn. And unfortunately, I don't really have that many more sites to go to here. And if anyone can recommend any sites that they use maybe for their testing or whatever, want me to use, just send me a message, and then I'll probably end up using them, because man, it's just, I've been struggling to find good good malicious URLs. And that's the 6th. Yeah, that was last Wednesday. You know, and I think this one's taking so freaking long here. I'm really getting frustrated at these URLs. And I think I'm going to just try a couple more here, and then I'm just going to jump right into the 0-day malware analysis, because I feel that you don't really need as much of a web protection here anyways today, because there's so many other free programs out there, such as OpenDNS, that kind of have a little bit of a filtering aspect to them. I don't really feel this is needed as it used to be. I mean, you're looking more nowadays for something that has a capability of blocking all kinds of malware, and from all sources too, not just the ones that come in through the internet. I mean, like I was stating before, there's flash drives out there. You got to be able to block threats from them. And using it and just doing this test right here, this is only looking at malware entering the system from one area when there's technically multiple areas. So that's kind of why I mean, let me know what you think, guys. If you want me to keep doing the the web analysis, which I'd like to do, but like I said, I mean, we're 13 minutes here. I've just spent like 5 minutes, and I've gotten one link tested in a sense. I mean, and I'm still waiting for these to download. So maybe I'll just back down to like 5 or something today. I don't know if it's just today, but this is getting kind of frustrating, the fact that every time I seem to run into this. But you let me know what you think. If you want me to continue doing the alright, let's try this one here. This looks like it might just be a false positive once again. We'll find out. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. Yeah, whatever. Great. Installed, whatever it is. Looks like it's listed as malware by Komodo, so I'm gonna count that as a miss. Okay, number 3, and we're still waiting for that one right there. That's the same one. We're on to page 3 already. This is the same crap. Let's try this one right here. Some of this actually might be dead too. I would be very surprised if a lot of this is still working up to this point. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try running this one. Okay, this looks like it's more adware. I mean, nothing too serious. This is very benign malware right now in my mind. Application unwanted. And we're still, oh, and that's a, look at that, Baidu. I'm not even gonna wait. Why, oh my god. Waiting for that the whole time, and it's been basically Baidu, and I'm not gonna install that. We're gonna try a couple more here, and I'm just gonna move on to the 0-day analysis, because this is ridiculous and wonderful. Getting crap popping up everywhere. Okay, we're just gonna do this last one here, and then I'm just gonna move on to the 0-day, because it's getting kind of frustrating here, and I'm at 15 minutes right now. Alright. Last one. Does not meet the minimum requirements. Wow. Wonderful. Alright, we're done. Calling it right there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead, extract the malware here. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and disable the real-time protection, because I don't want that going crazy. So basically we saw, summing up the web protection, we saw one threat blocked out of 3, I believe it was, because I got 2 here, but I think we, yeah, 2 or 3. There's so many that ran, but they were adware, so whatever. Okay, let's open this up and see what we got. 542 threats, or possible threats, let's say. So what I'm going to do is 542, got to remember that number. We're going to go ahead, super delete file remove. Oh, that's just a delete. Okay, we're going to scan files. We're going to let SUPERAntiSpyware find all these. Looks like it's going pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and wait here. The less I have to edit, the better, I guess, in a sense. Even though you guys got to sit here and wait. But we'll see how long the removal process takes. Hopefully I can just go ahead and delete. Okay, so SUPERAntiSpyware found 313 files. Continue. Where are my options here? Continue. Don't really know what it's going to do here. Okay, found 3 potentially unwanted programs. We'll go ahead and tell it to remove those as well. It doesn't really state whether it's going to remove them or quarantine them. Maybe roll up, okay, so select check that to remove them from your PC, critical, okay. So yeah, it doesn't really state what it's going to do. Maybe it'll give me some options. No, it looks like it's just going to put them in quarantine, if anything, but I have to give it props on the fact that it's really fast at doing so. Some programs take forever to do it, and it really shouldn't. This is really a really decent speed, especially when the program's not running. It should just have to move it to a specific folder, which should take no longer than, let's say, you dragging and dropping the file. Especially when it's not running. So okay, more stuff popping up. We have a Windows firewall alert, and we're gonna go ahead and just cancel that. I'm not gonna let that through. Okay, system restart is recommended to complete the removal. Nothing was running in RAM, but what we are gonna do is, seeing there is stuff running here, I'm going to reboot just because of the fact that there is stuff running from the previous test. We're gonna let SUPERAntiSpyware remove anything else that it may have not been able to remove, even though it doesn't really need to restart because nothing was running in memory. We're gonna let it do it so anyways. Give it a fair shot. So once this is done rebooting, I will be back. Alright guys, so I'm back and everything's finished scanning, finished rebooting. I did an additional scan. I've tried to remove this specific threat twice and it has failed to be removed. I haven't rebooted as the program required or requested me to do so, and it is still prevalent on the system. So it looks like there's 4 items that SUPERAntiSpyware cannot remove. Not really good to see, considering that thread is not running. It's just sitting there. It should be able to easily delete it. Like I could go in there right now if I wanted and just basically hit the delete key. So yeah, not good to see. However, let's see what we have left. 233 objects. Interesting. It appears as if the last time I tested them, their detection level is still quite low. We started out with 5. Okay, go away, please. Oh, not you. Jeez, closing the wrong stuff now. Okay. 542 minus. Actually, I'll do this on screen so you guys can see it here. In case I make a mistake, you can correct me. 542 minus 233. 309 divided by 542, which I believe we started out with, meaning we get a detection rate of 57%. It's not that good. It's a little over half. And that's yeah. I cannot say that I would at this point recommend this program, especially considering some of this malware is actually over 24 hours. It was a pretty bad day for malware. All this stuff right here that you're seeing is 0 day, but this stuff right here, and I think, well, some of that stuff, I don't know which it is specifically. I think most of this right here is actually over 24 hours old. Should have easily been found. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our 0 day malware analysis. We're going to see if there's any behavioral detection whatsoever with this specific program. We're just going to run about 10 or so of these files. We have SUPERAntiSpyware, which is up to date. I'll double check, making sure there's no updates. Oh yeah, we're up to date. Everything's enabled, and we're going to start running some. We'll get kill switch open before we start doing that, so we can keep an eye on what's happening in the background on the system. Okay, I'll hide the safe processes here. Go ahead and get rid of that performance graph. Put that over there. Take this and link, or not link, but number 1 here. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. Number 7. Looks like as if we're getting multiple pop-ups on the system. Windows Explorer is asking for internet access. Little tip for you guys, novice users, advanced users probably already know this. Windows Explorer should never, ever need internet access. If your Windows Explorer is requesting internet access, explorer.exe, which is basically what runs your start bar and what runs start menu, taskbar, as well as any Windows such as this right here. This is explorer.exe. I just messed all that up. Come on, get back here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that basically should never ever need internet access. So I'm going to go ahead and say cancel on that. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here because I don't know what that's popping up for. But this system has definitely been infected by something. Some piece of malware just ran on here. So let's try this one. So it looks like there's probably some fake PDF file or invoice. Not invoice, but probably came from a phishing email is what I meant to say. Alright. Let's try this one. This looks like probably a fake AV of some sort. And so far, nothing from SUPERAntiSpyware. Nothing at all. Okay, we do have something from SUPERAntiSpyware. It's good to see. Real-time protection blocked an item. Okay. We'll go ahead and run a scan later on. No, we're not going to allow that. And as you probably noticed too, I left Windows Firewall enabled this time. Just because I know last time I received some criticism for turning it off, even though I wasn't testing Windows Firewall. I thought it'd be better if I turned it off so I could eliminate any sort of interference from Windows Firewall itself. But I figured, you're right, no one would turn it off. If it is off, well, yeah, it's kind of a worst case scenario, but we have to assume that Windows Firewall is on because that's what it comes as from the factory unless someone actually turned it off. So. Okay, something disabled the user account controls on my system. Not a good sign, but I think we got a healthy amount of malware on the system right now. I'm receiving multiple notifications from Windows Firewall, things requesting internet access. And I think we ran this one already, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and run it anyways because it looks like it might be some sort of a variant of CryptoLock or some sort of ransomware, I should say. not necessarily crypto locker. Okay, I think we did pretty good here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that before it can load anything up. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, reboot the computer, and we're gonna do a scan with SUPERAntiSpyware, Komodo, Malwarebytes, and Hitman Pro. See what's on the system. So once the scan is completed, I will be right back. Alright guys, so we got bad news here for SUPERAntiSpyware. Upon restart of the system, and I noticed this icon right before I restarted too, so I figured this was going to happen. There is a application in here that is called ransomware, and what it does is it encrypts all of your files on your system. And in order to unencrypt them, you basically have to pay the ransom. In this case, it says by purchasing license, okay, $300. In 5 days, however, the service would increase to $600. After 10, it'll go to $1,000. So basically, it's trying to get you to pay to decrypt your files. If we click decrypt files, payment has been selected. So we got to basically select a payment here. We can accept Bitcoin, send Bitcoin payment to this address. Okay, so you basically got to pay within a certain amount of time, otherwise the price is going to keep going up. If you look right here, we can't even get to Internet Explorer anymore. This is a pretty nice piece of malware, I have to say. It's pretty much rendered the system useless in a sense. Let me even try to, let's try this here. Let's see if we can get to, I don't think you can do this in Windows 7 anymore. Okay, so it looks like we can still get, looks like it might just be the shortcut. However, I think our internet, oh, nope, we can. Okay, so we can bypass it, but still, our icon right down here has been, our shortcut I should say, has been broken. So that's not a good sign. But the worst thing of all is if you look at our documents, they're encrypted. Every little thing, pictures, music, if we click on it, it's all encrypted. You cannot do anything with your files. They're all essentially junk unless you were to, unless there might be a cracker for this one to decrypt them. Some pieces of ransomware have programs that are capable of decrypting their encryption algorithm. However, sometimes it's really difficult to find. So the best thing to do if something like this were to happen in your system is, unfortunately, you need to basically format your computer, format the hard drive, reinstall Windows, and start all over, and pray that you have all your stuff backed up. Because without paying the ransom, or hope there's a decryption software out there, you're screwed. You will never ever get those files back unless you have them backed up. This is also right here why it is so important, especially nowadays, to back up your system. Not only for system failure, but for things like this that happen. Now, there are antiviruses out there that should, or not antiviruses, anti-malware solutions that would be capable of blocking a threat like this for the most part. However, this one did not. So to me, that's really not looking good for SUPERAntiSpyware, especially for those people who are saying you're supposed to run it as a backup or alongside an anti-malware program. Okay, well, I could see that, but the fact that it didn't really do anything, I can't tell people to go and pay $30 for a program like this that didn't do anything. I mean, it sure had blocked 57% of the malware, or had a detection rate of 57%. Yeah, you know, that's something, but still, it really wasn't anything drastically decent to the point where I'm going to pay for an application like this. So maybe the free version, you know, you could use as just kind of a second opinion type scanner when cleaning up a system. But looking at this right now, I'm sorry, I cannot recommend SUPERAntiSpyware. So what I'm going to do, just because I'm curious to see what is on the system, first of all, let me try and delete this folder. I probably can't. Yeah, it's locked. I'm going to go ahead and run a boot. Let me check first if I haven't even downloaded here, just because I want to kind of see what's on the system here. Where am I going here? Okay, let's go to your files. I hope I have a, oh, I don't have one. I'm going to have to download one. Shoot. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to run Komodo's rescue disk on this VM here, because I cannot run Malwarebytes. I can, but it basically comes back up with nothing's been detected, which I know that's bullshit right there. So it's messed with Malwarebytes, and it also has completely killed my Komodo Cleaning Essentials application on here, and I don't have the zip file to re-extract a fresh copy. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead, I'm going to pause the video again. Once the Komodo Cleaning Essentials scan is finished, I'm just going to do a smart scan. We will then, I will return, and we'll kind of have a final verdict, even though I already kind of gave one, and we'll go from there. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and it looks like it found 5 threats here. Not as much as I anticipated, but it must be some pretty serious malware. Yeah, so we got the Sality virus right here. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's a pretty serious infection right there. I don't know the exact details on the piece of malware itself. I have looked at it in the past, but I forgot exactly. So yeah, but I know for a fact that that is a very serious infection and not good to see on the system. And then we just have a couple pieces of malware here. Start menu, but yeah, it looks like this is the one that's causing all of our issues. Some of it, in fact, may not even be detected by Komodo yet, because remember, this is 0-day malware that we threw at this program. So wouldn't be surprised if Komodo doesn't have a signature out for it yet. Nevertheless, final verdict on the program. The fact that I'm in a Linux environment in order to do a scan is pretty sad. So I cannot recommend SUPERAntiSpyware at all. In fact, I'd almost have to go as far as say avoid SUPERAntiSpyware for a scanner. It does have some good, decent tools. I'm not going to try to shy away from saying that. The tools that I've seen in there, such as the homepage resetter, task manager, repair tool, stuff like that. I mean, I could see possible use for that. So I'll give it its props on that. But as for a real-time scanner on your computer and as a single anti-malware solution, this is not a recommended program. Stay away from this program if you're going to use it for that. So that's basically it. I know it was a longer review here, but ran into some struggles with finding malware, and as well as the program itself not functioning to the point of which I would like it to. Hopefully pretty soon I will get my buddy back here and we'll do another review, another co-op review, tech versus user. So looking forward to doing that. I know it's been a while, but here you go guys. I'll get this video uploaded and enjoy the review. Hope you like it. Well, I should say hope you like the review, not enjoy the, well, I guess enjoy it, but hope you like it at the same time. Comment, let me know what you think. If you think I botched this test up or something like that, let me know. Maybe I'll retest it, test the free version, something like that. We'll see. Just let me know what you think about it, if I did everything right or not. So, alright, talk to you guys later.